If you think winning is all about competing head-on, you're delusional, and you've already lost the war. In the ruthless chessboard of power, true victory doesn't come from bloody battles, but from moves so subtle your rivals don't even realize they've been defeated. Niccolò Machiavelli, the architect of strategy, revealed a razor-sharp secret. Those who master the game win without ever stepping into the arena. Picture this: the leader who rises without breaking a sweat, the creator who shines without clashes, the player who conquers without rivals. They triumph because they know how to win without competing. The question is, will you keep killing yourself in pointless battles, or will you learn the Machiavellian secret to dominating without fighting? Ladies and gentlemen, today we're unveiling 4 Machiavelli tactics that show how to win without ever competing. Life is a jungle where every step is watched and every mistake is fatal. Competing openly is an invitation to defeat. Machiavelli taught us, men are overcome more by cunning than by force. Power doesn't come from shouting louder or fighting harder, but from rigging the game so victory arrives before the clash. Winning without competing is the art of shaping perceptions, disarming rivals and building empires, while others brawl. Without this strategy, you're just another gladiator bleeding in the arena. With it, you're the master, orchestrating fate without getting your hands dirty. Today, we'll explore 4 Machiavelli tactics that turn cunning into your greatest weapon. These aren't just ideas, they're a playbook for conquering without fighting. Tactic 1. The invisible alliance. The first tactic is to forge invisible alliances. Machiavelli wrote, "A prince must weave nets no one sees." The secret lies in forming strategic bonds with key players without your rivals noticing. In history, Cesare Borgia was a genius at this. He cultivated secret allies, nobles, traitors, even enemies, and when the moment came, they secured his victory without him needing to fight. Or think of Cleopatra, who charmed Roman leaders, gaining power without lifting a sword. Today, invisible alliances are more powerful than ever. In a world of social media and office politics, those with hidden allies control the game. The co-worker who feeds you intel, the influencer who backs you behind the scenes, they're your aces. Think of Oprah Winfrey, who built an empire through discreet partnerships, never clashing with rivals directly. Or Jay-Z, who maintains allies in the music industry, rising without open conflicts. In practice, identify strategic allies. At work, cozy up to someone with clout, a boss, an insider, without fanfare. On social media, swap private messages with relevant creators, building ties. In your personal life, nurture friends who open doors. The secret: keep these alliances under wraps, no one can know. Machiavelli warns, the alliance only works if it feels natural, not conspiratorial. Ask yourself, who can I bring to my side without them noticing? How does this lift me without a fight? This is your first tactic. If you're ready to win without competing, hit that subscribe button now and join us to master Machiavelli's strategies. Tactic 2. The diversion of focus. The second tactic is to divert attention. Machiavelli said, "Let your enemies fight each other while you advance." The secret is to redirect your rival's focus to irrelevant conflicts, letting you position yourself to win. In history, Catherine the Great mastered this. She sparked disputes among nobles, keeping them busy while she solidified her power. Or think of Sun Tzu, who wrote, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." In today's world, diverting attention is a lethal weapon. In a crowded market or cutthroat office, those who distract others come out on top. The co-worker you let obsess over a rivalry, the competitor who chases a red herring, they lose while you climb. Think of Elon Musk, who stirs controversies to divert attention from his real plans, or Kanye West, who uses headlines to keep rivals distracted while he expands his empire. How do you apply it? At work, suggest a problem that occupies your rivals, a debate, a side project. On social media, post something that shifts the focus off you, like a discussion that entangles competitors. In your personal life, let others argue over trivia while you plan. Machiavelli cautions, The diversion must be subtle, or you'll be called out as manipulative. Ask yourself, where can I divert my rival's attention? How does this give me an edge without fighting? This is your second tactic. Tactic 3, the silent victory. The third tactic is to secure silent victories. Machiavelli wrote, "The greatest power is that which no one sees coming." The secret lies in achieving your goals quietly, leaving rivals to realize too late. In history, Alexander the Great used this brilliantly. He captured cities through secret negotiations, avoiding battles that drew attention. Or think of Joan of Arc, who inspired armies without boasting, gaining power through discretion. Today, silent victories are perfect for a world of inflated egos. While others chase the spotlight, you win behind the scenes. The project you deliver, ahead of schedule, the deal you close without fanfare, these are your triumphs. Think of Beyoncé, who drops surprise albums dominating without warning, or LeBron James, who negotiates deals off the radar, avoiding public clashes. In practice, work in the shadows. At work, make progress on projects without broadcasting. Deliver results that stun. On social media, build your brand quietly with strategic posts. In your personal life, hit goals without telling a soul. Machiavelli warns, silent victories require patience as recognition comes later. Ask yourself, where can I win without them noticing? How does this put me ahead? This is your third tactic. If these tactics are sparking something in you, subscribe to the channel for more strategies to take charge. Tactic 4, the controlled narrative. The fourth tactic is to control the narrative. Machiavelli said, "Men believe what they see, not what is." The secret lies in shaping how others perceive the game, making you look like the winner without ever competing. In history, Cleopatra was a master at this. She spun tales of her generosity and power, disarming rivals without a fight. Or think of Benjamin Franklin, who used his printing press to paint himself as wise, gaining influence without confrontations. Today, controlling the narrative is critical. On social media or in meetings, whoever sets the story wins. The post that highlights your strength, the comment that repositions your rivals, that's power. Think of Taylor Swift, who uses her music and media to shape her image, sidestepping direct battles. Or Kevin Hart, who builds a narrative as a relatable hustler, rising without open competition. In practice, craft your story. At work, talk about your wins with calculated humility, shaping perceptions. On social media, post content that cements your position, a video, a quote. In your personal life, share stories that elevate you without sounding cocky. Machiavelli warns, the narrative must be convincing or it's just propaganda. Ask yourself, what story can I tell about myself? How does this make me win without fighting? This is your fourth tactic, the cost of winning without competing. Before we show you how to use these tactics, let's talk about the cost, because power always comes with a price. Winning without competing lifts you up but isolates you. Some will call you manipulative, others, wary, will keep their distance. The world loves heroes who slug it out in the arena, not masters who play in the shadows. Machiavelli knew this. Exiled, branded a cynic, he wrote The Prince in Solitude. Even icons like Beyoncé face criticism for their calculated coolness. Machiavelli wrote, "Men fear those they don't understand. Cunning breeds envy and suspicion. You'll be labeled scheming, disloyal, even cruel. That's the price of sovereignty. Competitors get cheers, strategists get fear. How do you deal? Pick allies who respect your mind, not those expecting heroics. Trust your path, because winning without competing takes guts. And stay discreet. Silence is your armor. Ask yourself, what criticisms am I ready to face? How can I shield myself from the hate? How to win without competing? The path to power. How do you turn these tactics into victory? Here's a practical plan for the 4 tactics, for the invisible. Alliance. Build ties today. At work, get close to someone influential on the sly. On social media, swap messages with a strategic ally. In your personal life, nurture a useful contact quietly. For the diversion of focus, distract your rivals. At work, float a conflict that keeps them busy. On social media, post to shift the spotlight. In your personal life, let others bicker. While you plan, for the silent victory, move in the shadows. At work, deliver a project without hype. On social media, grow your brand discreetly. In your personal life, hit a goal without telling anyone. For the controlled narrative, shape perceptions. At work, talk up your wins with tact. On social media, post to reinforce your image. In your personal life, tell stories that boost your status. Machiavelli gave us the final advice. A prince must be a fox to dodge traps and a lion to scare wolves. In the 21st century, this means winning without competing. Stop fighting losing battles. Stop chasing empty glory. Stop being the pawn who bleeds. Become the master, the strategist who conquers without sweating. Yes, it's lonely. The cunning walk alone, trusted by few, understood by fewer. But that loneliness is your strength. It's what makes you untouchable, unshakable, unstoppable. If you want to master the game of power, subscribe now and never miss a strategy lesson. The long game, cunning as a way of life. Let's take a step back. Winning without competing isn't a tactic, it's a lifestyle. The world will try to push you into competition, paint you as a fighter, trap you in pointless struggles. Your mission is to resist, plan, evolve. Think of the greats, Franklin Roosevelt, who shaped alliances without waging wars. Frida Kahlo, who won loyalty through her art, without showdowns. Or Sun Tzu. The supreme victory is that which needs no battle. Cunning is your victory, to endure, shine, reign. This lifestyle demands discipline. Train yourself to see every interaction as a move, not a fight. Keep a journal, track rivals, allies, and how you can outmaneuver them. Study your environment. Who's pushing you to compete? Who can be disarmed? Embrace the ruthlessness. Cunning is like playing chess in the dark. With practice, it becomes your essence, your edge, your throne. To sustain it, build an inner fortress. Dedicate time to know yourself. Meditate, write, reflect on your values. Surround yourself with sharp minds, not naive dreamers expecting heroics. And reinvent yourself. When they think they've got you pegged, pivot. Beyoncé does this with every album, LeBron James with every season. Ask yourself, how can I be more cunning this month? What move can I make? Suspicion keeps you sharp. Strategy keeps you eternal. Keeping the power, the master's strategy. Let's go further. Winning without competing isn't just about gaining power. It's about holding it. Machiavelli teaches that a prince must stay vigilant, as misjudged cunning sparks betrayal. How do you avoid this? First, balance discretion with impact. If you're a leader, move quietly but deliver results. If you're a creator, plan without fanfare but stun with outcomes. Second, anticipate reactions. Study your rivals. Who suspects you? Disarm them with an unexpected gesture or a fresh narrative. Third, own the stage. Cunning stirs rumors. Use social media, speeches, actions to seem wise, not manipulative. In history, Cleopatra held power with calculated moves, blending charm and steel. Today, think of Elon Musk, criticized for his coldness but admired for results. Or Oprah Winfrey, who uses her image as a sage to avoid clashes, building a legacy. You can do the same. Post about your wins, not your schemes. Show strength, not tricks. In practice, craft a long-term plan. This week, spot a rival. Study their moves. What do they expect from you? Plan a play to outsmart them. An alliance, a diversion. Write your narrative. What image do you want to project? Post, speak, act to reinforce it. Cunning is your stage. Use it to shine. Reflect one last time. Who benefits from your open struggles? What systems, work, relationships, society lock you into useless competitions? And what would happen if you broke free, became the master no one sees coming? Picture it. You, sovereign, pulling the strings, shaping your destiny. That's the power Machiavelli saw, the power you can seize, the mirror of truth. We've reached the end, but the truth lingers like a shadow. In the game of power, competing is surrender. Winning without competing is sovereignty. Machiavelli's 4 tactics, alliance, diversion, victory, narrative, are your weapons, but they come at a cost. You'll be judged, feared, isolated. But in that fear lies your power. The world will try to make you a fighter, shrink you, force you into the arena. But you're not a pawn. You're the master, the one who shapes fate. As you face the mirror tonight, ask yourself, am I ready to break the chains of competition? To embrace the cunning that sets me free? Power isn't given. It's taken by those bold enough to play, to manipulate, to become untouchable. Until next time, remember this. In the labyrinth of life, the cunning don't just survive, they reign. And when the silence falls, only you will know the truth of who you've become.